Hi, this is Henry Chamberlain, and welcome to our new normal. It's really hard to believe that we've been working from home here in the Washington area for the last 5 weeks. In parts of the country, you've been doing that as well, or maybe a little bit less, but we've been working from home for a long time, having our dispersed teams, leveraging up IT, more Zoom meetings than all the rest. As we deal with this COVID 19 crisis, it's kind of hard to believe when you think that the end of January, early February was when we put out our first guidance about what is C19, how is it impacting the world, how it might impact us at our winter business meeting. And a month later, we were really shutting down this economy and trying to quell this whole crisis. So a lot's been going on as we've been working remotely. The BOMA network's been amazing. Our 86 local associations around the United States have been sharing as we learn. Our international affiliates from BOMA China and elsewhere have been sharing experiences, what they've learned throughout all of this. And we've been putting out guidelines throughout. I hope you've been looking at our BOMA website, boma.org, but lots of different guidelines out there. We began with, what do you need to know in January about COVID 19? And then we went into preparedness, um, cleaning. We were enhanced cleaning, right? And we were beginning to do social distancing. Of course, then we got out of our buildings. Tenants were asking what was going on. So we put out some frequently asked questions guidelines in terms of how do you talk to your tenants about cleaning and protocols and how you're working with the local community and all the rest, which we put out there. So lots of different guidance out there. Most recently, we've been getting involved in lobbying the CARES Act. You've all heard about it, $2 trillion, small business administration loans, and all the rest that goes with it. Really trying to help our members figure out, hey, can they find some relief there? Also, can they work with their tenants and leases in terms of as they want to extend leases or renegotiate leases, can SBA loans help the tenants be in place, keep their folks employed, and all the good stuff that goes on with that? So, a lot of discussion around the leases. Part of that, quite frankly, for us as a trade association, we were hoping to get some relief as a C6. We were excluded, so we're continuing to look at that because we want to keep BOMA strong at all levels so we can continue to provide the value. A lot of associations out there doing similar great work, so we're trying to get some of that as well for ourselves. But now we're focusing on reoccupancy, right? In a few weeks, I'm hoping here in the Washington area, in a few weeks, maybe it's a month, could be longer. We're going to find out, as they like to say, the virus is going to tell us when we can get back. But what does reoccupancy look like? There are some lessons learned from China. They've been very generous with what they've been working on in terms of elevators. We were having a discussion with BOMA's Association executives yesterday around elevators in high rise buildings. Will there be four people? Will you be in four corners? If we're wearing masks, which we probably will for a while, can you have more people in there? What kind of occupancy might you have in those tenant spaces? Will all all the tenants' employees get back? Will half of them get back? We're also looking at beginning to think about redesign on space. What will occupancy look like? We've been creating open table concepts where people can collaborate very closely together. Cushman Wakefield is exploring the 6 foot office. So, how are we going to create that social distancing? Gensler is starting to think about redesign as well. So, what does the office look like going forward, and how are we going to operate them, and what will happen with cleaning protocols and security and all of it? We've never restarted like this before, and we're going to have to match up with our communities, follow CDC guidance, and all the rest. So there's a lot that we're exploring in terms of that reoccupancy. But at the end of the day, you can always count on BOMA, the local associations, BOMA International. Go to the websites. If you work with other groups, Chamber of Commerce has great material, ASHRAE on ventilation, ASAE on other associations and networking in terms of what's going on. But at the end of the day, we want to get back to business, but we all want to be safe, and we're going to get there sometime soon. Thanks.